So in today's vlog, we are going to talk about coaches, and I feel that coaches are really important for anyone who's doing anything, right? So in that respect, if you see in sports, almost for every sport there is a coach. If you look at basketball, you look at volleyball, you look at hockey, you look at football, coaches are always there. And why coaches are so important in the success of any team in any sport is that the coaches force you to train. That is number one, that they get you to train. Because if you leave every individual to their own, they will probably not train. They will just not do the training. The role of the coach is to make sure that the players do the training, right? Because not every player will always want to do the training or at the same time. But what the coach does is that he makes sure, or he or she makes sure, that everyone comes together and trains. That is the number one role of the coach. And the number two thing that the coach does is that they make sure that everyone trains the right way, that the technique is correct. And that is what makes sure that everyone is applying the right techniques, and that makes them a better player over time as they are practicing regularly and the right techniques. That is where the coach comes in. And the third role of the coach is to motivate you when you're done. Because you won't want to train every time, or you're going to lose some games, but the coach makes sure that the team is in a good mental shape to keep trying again, to keep giving their best in every match, regardless of the result. That is the role of the coach. But I feel that coaches are very prevalent in sports team, but not as prevalent in some of the other fields where they should be very prevalent. And one such field is business. People in business is a hard sport in my opinion. There are so many things that need to be taken care of that it just gets overwhelming for so many people so many times. And I feel that business coaches should be a more common practice than they actually are. Almost every founder or every business owner should have a business coach. And why I think that is number one, that they will get you to show up again and again, similar to how players are forced to practice regularly. Similarly, the business owners will be forced to show up again and again. Number two is that they will make sure that you follow the right techniques or right philosophies while running your business. And this is a really critical part, because running a business requires some mental rules or mental philosophies that you need to correctly apply to be able to run or build a successful business. So one philosophy can be that you need to be patient while you're building a business, because it doesn't happen overnight. Another philosophy can be that you need to work hard, and it's as simple as that. That a business isn't easy work. You have to work hard to get more. And there are so many other philosophies as well, that you need to empathize with the customer, you need to listen to their story, you need to listen to their problems and solve their problems, you need to build for the customer. And there are a world of these philosophies, small philosophies that are really important to building successful business. But no, you don't get to know these philosophies on your own. You either get to know by reading books. Most founders get to know these by reading books. But if you had a founder, if you had a coach instead of just reading random books, then you would put that responsibility on the coach to make sure that you're following the right philosophies while running the business. And whenever you run into a problem, the coach will be there to solve that problem, or tell you the approach of how to solve that problem for yourself. And that is why the role of the coach is so important. And last but not the least is again the same reason, that the business coach will motivate you to keep going, because a successful business is built after a lot of failures. It isn't a directly successful failure that you start a business and tomorrow it's successful. That it doesn't happen. You have to fail inside the business many times, and after that you succeed. So to be able to sustain those internal failures, you need mental strength. And a lot of founders don't have that, or they struggle with that, and they struggle alone. They don't share it with anyone. But if you had a business coach, the coach would make sure that you are motivated to keep trying again. And that is why I feel the role of the coach becomes all the more important in the business field, because it can be mentally very stressing when you're running or building a business. Having that coach beside you all the time will make sure that you're performing up to your best and not getting demotivated by the failures, and following the right philosophies while you're doing that. So I feel that more business person should consider getting a business coach, and that is a practice that will help you grow more as a business person yourself and also help your business a lot. And that is why I feel that coaches are so important. Coaches almost have an equal part of the claim to success than the person who is actually succeeding. If a team wins, I think the 50% responsibility of that win is with the team, and almost 50% is with the coach. Because if it were not for the coach, the team would not be disciplined, the team would not train, and the team would not train correctly, and the team would not be motivated, and the list just goes on. So it's the coach that is responsible for the wins, and that is the reason. And it's also the coach that identifies the loopholes, the points where you need to work on, and that the coach then gets you better at those things. And that's why I feel a coach is very important, and I feel it should be a more prevalent practice in the business field for founders to have these business coaches. So that's all I wanted to say for this vlog. I hope you like it. Thank you so much.